alright. Yeah. Taking my time just to get to know that it's alright. Yeah. Taking my time just to get to know that it's alright. Alright. Taking my time just to get to know that it's alright.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Laurel Comolzak. Do me a quick favor. I need you to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button to get more videos from me. I'm going crazy in 22. I'm telling you, I'm giving you some massive content. So I need you to subscribe, like, comment, and share with someone who needs to know about my channel. All right, so for those who don't know, I have two beautiful children. They're twins, twin boys, Kason and Kylo Molzak, and I have a beautiful wife, Wanda Molzak. And for me, I think this is something that I've learned over time, and it's something that I wasn't even aware of, is postpartum depression. Postpartum in general. I had no idea. No one told me, no one warned me, no one gave me any insight on what postpartum depression is. And so I was just learning on the fly. My wife got, she gave birth to our two beautiful boys, and I noticed some highs and some lows in her emotions and her feelings. And with postpartum depression, something that I've learned is that when you experience some highs and when you experience the lows, it becomes hard to manage those feelings as a partner. And many fathers and many dads, we don't discuss it enough on how to support each other when our wives are dealing with so many different emotions and different hormones and different variables internally that affect her mood, that affect how she operates, that affect day-to-day functions. Because it's simple. It's like you go from a house of just you two, right? And when you give birth to children, that house dwindles and gets smaller and smaller. It's like the space closes in. And for her, she's dealing with something we call identity crisis. It's not that she doesn't know who she is, but in the moment, when she has children, there's some things inside internally that she has to rediscover. And for men, we don't discuss that. We don't understand what that means because we can't bear children. We just, pop the seed in, but we can't bear the children. So what women are dealing with is something that we don't understand. The best thing we can do is research and try to get an understanding. And so what I had to learn was that I had to step back and really assess, what is she really going through? And I feel like with men, it's hard. I've experienced this in regards to how men treat their wives dealing with postpartum, because they don't understand, because of the lack of knowledge. They just go off, right? They go off without understanding. They just say, hey, you're supposed to be with me. You're supposed to take care of me. You're supposed to, well, what happened? You used to cook all the time. Now you don't cook anymore. You used to, wash the clothes. You don't wash clothes anymore. Or you take care of different things around the house, and now it seems like you just laying there. Why are you snapping at me? We ask these questions as fathers, as dads, as men. We ask these questions. Why are you hostile towards me? Or why don't you want to talk to me? Or why don't you want to touch me? Why don't you? It's because they're dealing with something that we just don't understand. And so I created this video to kind of help to support men in this area who don't know how to function in life with a woman who's dealing with highs and lows in her own body, highs and lows in her mind, and who really don't know how to assess her own body, or her own body, who don't really know how to function in an appropriate way because she's just dealing with so many emotions. I talked to someone before, and they just had a baby recently. And he asked me a question. He said, hey, bro, what do I do with this? She says she's overwhelmed. She says she doesn't know who she is. What do I tell her? How do I support her? When she's feeling overwhelmed, when she feels like, she doesn't know who she is. And this is a common thing. Fellas, I want you to understand this. It's common for women to feel like they don't know who they are. It's common for her to feel as if she doesn't have a place in the world. She just delivered a child out of her. Now she's trying to rediscover who she is. She's trying to understand, she's having even identity crisis with her body. Maybe her body looks different now. Maybe there's some stretch marks. Maybe, her weight is fluctuating. Maybe there's a lot of things that's going on internally in her mind that she's like, how do I control this? I can't control this. I'm different. I'm different. Our job as men, as husbands, as fathers is to support her. Number one, validate her feelings. Don't tell her feelings are off. Don't say, oh, you crazy. No. Validate her feelings. Make sure that she knows that you're there to support. That she knows, hey, you don't have to worry about anything. I'm right here with you. The more we support, as research has shown, the more you support consistently, her moods, her postpartum depression improves dramatically. They need consistent support. The first thing you do is validate her feelings. I've seen this also in my second point, is that it's not about us. There's going to be a season. Number two, it's not about us. There's going to be a season where we're going to have to step back for a minute and serve. There's going to be a season where we step back and say, you know what? I need to do what I need to do to make sure my house is cool, to make sure my house is in order, because she's not capable right now. There's going to be a season dealing with postpartum depression after she's given birth. She may not be capable mentally. She may be just drained. She's breastfeeding. Let's say she's breastfeeding. Things are coming out of her. She's not capable to do the things that she used to at that moment. There's going to be a season where you have to step back and say, you know what? I'll handle the chores. Don't worry about the dishes. I got it. Yeah, you work a 9 to 5. Yeah, you work all day. Yes, you're providing for your children. Yes, you're providing for your family. Yes, babies are screaming and waking you up at 2 a.m. I understand that. But as men, we have to shoulder the responsibility. That's why we have broad shoulders, to shoulder the responsibility to say, hey, you know what? In this season, I'm going to step back and I'm going to step forward to make sure that you're taken care of in this season. That's number 2. It's not about you. Number 3, find other fathers that support. Find other fathers that you can talk to. Find other men that you can connect with in that season. Yes, your wife is dealing with postpartum depression. You need to have support. You can't do it by yourself. You can. It's a lot more difficult, but you need to make sure you have support. You need to make sure that you have someone to call, because yes, it's going to be frustrating. It's going to be extremely difficult to deal with a woman who's dealing with postpartum, who doesn't even know who she is anymore, who's complaining, or maybe her hormones are going crazy. You're going to need support. You're going to need to have someone that you can call. You can contact and say, hey, you know what? I'm feeling some type of way. I can't let her know this right now because I'm here for her, but I really feel this, because that's the real place. It's not going to be peaches and cream. You have to be real with yourself and say, hey, man, I'm going through right now. Hey, man, this is difficult for me to handle all of this. This pressure is difficult for me. And the support should help lift you up so that, to encourage you to be able to do the work, to be able to shoulder that responsibility, to handle that pressure. That's what other men are there to. Iron sharpens iron, to make sure that we connect and come together and say, you know what, you got this, bro. You can do it, bro. This is only for a season. Keep going, bro. And this is what builds our character. This is what builds our faith. This is what builds us as men to be better fathers, to be better husbands, because we now get an understanding of what servitude is. To actually serve in this season. It ain't even about us. You know what I'm saying? It's not about us. We're here to serve. So make sure you have support to make sure that you're good, because we can lose ourselves in the process. Number 4, listen to her. Listen to her. Not just, it's okay to validate her feelings. We can say, oh yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. You're going through. I feel you. You have every right to feel the way you feel. Girl, I got you. You good. I got it. But you have to listen to her. Like, she's going to want to explain some things to you. She's going to want to express herself to you. So listen. That's one way that you can support your wife during postpartum depression. Listen to her. Number 5, be patient. Be patient. There's going to be times where she might not want to have sex with you. Fellas, she may not want to have sex with you, but be patient. Don't force it. Don't rush it. Don't even expect it. Be patient. Your time will come. This is your season. Again, this is your season to serve. This is your season to support her consistently. Be patient. Be patient with your body. Be patient with her body. Be patient with her attitude and her emotions. It's not just a negative thing. Again, she's going through changes. And we have to understand that with those changes comes ups and downs. it comes with the territory. And I wish someone had told me. And so I'm telling you now, this is how fellas, this is how we can support each other, is to encourage and to give each other knowledge, to know, hey, this is common, this is normal. She's going to feel like she's inadequate. She's going to feel like she's not worthy and she's not worth it. She may feel that way, and that's okay. That's okay. Don't be frustrated. Don't lose hope. Don't be stressed. Just be patient and consistently support her. And make sure that you're there holding her, listening to her. Letting her know, hey, you know what? I got you. You're going to be okay. This is hard. This is a hard season, but don't worry about a thing. And we have to man up. And we have to make sure our pride isn't in the way, to ensure that she's okay, to ensure that we give her the proper tools and resources through our love, to ensure that she manages this postpartum depression and that it improves and that it goes away. It's not going to be there forever. Y'all, this is a season. I keep saying a season for a reason. It's not going to be, she ain't always going to have postpartum depression. It's just a part of the process. It's just that your wife may have different moods than another woman who's dealing with postpartum. But you still need to recognize it. You still need to be understanding of it. You still need to recognize and understand why she has an attitude, why she looks at you differently now, why she looks at herself differently. It's not about you. It's just what she's dealing with because she's rediscovering who she is. So those are my tips. I hope those are helpful in supporting your wife during postpartum depression. Again, subscribe, like this channel. And if this resonated with you, fellas, like even ladies, if this resonated with you, just comment. Leave a comment in the box below. And if there's other topics you want me to discuss, just let me know. But these are some ways. I have a lot more of the ways, but these are just some ways that you can support your wife through postpartum depression. Holla at y'all later. See y'all next time.